Hi, my name is Ray. I've worked here at Mittler Brothers for close to 30 years now. Today we're going to talk. A lot of people have problems with their notchers. Hey, I chipped a cutter. What's wrong? Or my vise is loose. And 9 times out of 10, it is a slide adjustment. And so today we're going to go through that. First thing we want to do is make sure that our machine is unplugged. And then, and clean it, blow it off really good. It's a good time to do that. And so the first step we'll do with our machine is take our T-handle and we'll remove the cutter that's in it just to give us, so we don't catch our hand on it or anything like that and get cut, because we want to have good safety when we do this thing. So this one we've already blown it off. And so the first step into getting to these slides is I like to remove some of the guarding. There's one here in the back of the machine that covers the slides back here. There's 2 quarter 20 bolts that hold this on. I'll just remove those. And now that this is off, we can see our slide holes here and here. This is where our adjustment comes in with the jack screws. So this is also a good time to clean out any chips or debris that has gotten in here by chance over the years. And, just a good time to do that. So the first thing we like to do is some other items that wear is there's a thrust washer here and a thrust bushing or washer in the back. This, we can get this slop back and forth, which can cause the cutter to grab it and pull this in. So as these wear over time, as you're using your hand wheels, first thing we can do is take a 3/4 socket and we can tighten this down. So when you tighten it down, we just stopped. So this is kind of tight. So we want to just back this off just a crack. So now this feels good. It's sliding back and forth easily with minimal slop in the bushings. At some point, there may be a time where your bronze nut inside of the slide block starts to wear, and you'll have to we have a nice little kit. It comes with the nut, your threaded rod, all your bushings for the bushing block, snap rings, the whole works. And it's relatively inexpensive and an easy fix. And so today, I'm looking at this machine. We have a little back and forth slop, and you can test this, and you can feel the slop. So this one has quite a bit on the top. So here again, we're going to take this hand wheel. We're going to adjust it here. Oh, too far. That feels pretty good there. So the next step we're going to do here is tighten these screws, which are here and here, and they're on the front and back up on the top set of slides. So we'll bring this out. I'm going to take this off because it's in my way. And you may end up taking off the chip guard and so forth. So I'm going to give this some tightening here. And so I'm not getting anywhere here with it too good. So that makes us, we're going to need to take off, we may need to take off the vise, which is just taking these 2 bolts loose. Because some of our machines have 5 bolts that hold the slides on, and some of them have 3, depending on which one you have or whatever. A lot of the older ones had 5 and dowel pins, and they were kind of, overkill. So I'll remove this vise. And then we have our vise base, and this has got the newer model swivel base to it. This is an old shop model that we have out in the shop. We use it here and there for a lot of different projects and so forth. We can just take out one bolt here. So now this exposes, this one has 5 bolts, and this one, same thing, 5 bolts, but it has 2 dowel pins. So this set of slides is the fixed side, and this side is the adjustable side. So we'll get in here, and you can loosen these slides up, or these bolts up, slightly here. Now I like to re-snug them back up before I do my adjustment. So as I adjust this, so that it got tight. Now I'm going to this side here, it's getting looser. Yep, I went right there. Sometimes I just pop them loose a little bit and I retighten them just to feel how this feels. And that feels fantastic. So once I get to this point where I like how it feels, I will retighten these bolts. Like I say, there'll either be 3 or there'll be 5. So then you can put that, reassemble your vise, and you should be in good shape on that. The process is the same for the lower one. This one here seems like it's in pretty decent shape. Usually these are the ones that need the most work, because it does the most work in and out. See, I didn't have to loosen this one. Sometimes if you loosen it, you'll have to take it and slide your machine just so that it comes off the edge of your table a little bit. Make sure that it's clamped down on the other side so you can break loose the bolts on the underside. So with this, it feels fairly good. Our bushings seem to be pretty good. And that's how you adjust the slides on your machine. This will help stop your cutter from chipping and trying to grab and pull your material in. And sometimes it's a good thing to check your machine, even if it's pretty new. It's pretty amazing what the vibrations of a truck going down the road can do to loosen things up from time to time. So check your machine, do proper maintenance like this. Now's the time to grease it and keep it clean. And hopefully that helped you out for this time around. And hopefully we'll do some more later in the future.